For Britain's first family, the Royal House of Windsor,
God save the King!
the year 2024 begins full of promise.
Splendid.
As you're the volunteers for this evening.
There are new projects ahead, fading family feuds and growing grandchildren.
You can see how rewarding that sort of work is, isn't
Yeah.
it? Knowing that you're helping out others.
King Charles, now 7 months in the job, has big plans for his stripped-back modern monarchy. But within days, all that changes.
Alarm bells in the palace, could they be ringing?
Could be serious.
The monarch and his beloved daughter-in-law, the Princess of Wales, both admitted to the same London hospital within days of one another.
Kate has been conspicuously absent. The mystery surrounding her condition is deep.
It is just the start of silence,
Where is Kate Middleton?
She's gone. No one knows where she is.
secrets,
Palace is being very odd about this.
mistakes and mishaps.
Absolute disaster.
And then the unthinkable.
Everyone facing this disease, you are not alone.
What a great woman to be able to sit and do that.
Now, two of the most popular royals in trouble.
He waited decades. It's a brutal blow for him.
The king loves being king.
What's plan B?
I don't think there's a great deal of long-term planning going on, and there's so much what-if going on.
As the second half of 2024 unfolds,
Please welcome onto Centre Court Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales.
the royal family forced to embrace a new era of transparency with their public.
What next? How ill? What's wrong? When is she going back? Everybody wants the next stage of the story.
The question being asked, do public figures have the right to have private battles?
Some people have appalling taste and no judgment.
You don't hold back, do you?
I'm trying to avoid telling you what I think. I'm trying to be discreet.
In central London, crowds celebrate as 2023 turns to 2024. But the city's most famous residents are already north for the holiday season in the Norfolk estate of Sandringham, where they have spent Christmas as a family.
A Christmas delivery from the Prince and Princess of Wales. A black and white portrait of their 3 children captioned, "A very Merry Christmas from our family to yours." Charlotte looking proud sitting between her brothers. Louis, often a favourite for not following the rules, looking away from the camera, his legs swinging.
This is where the royal family celebrated Christmas almost every year of the late Queen Elizabeth's reign. King Charles is doing some things his own way, but this is one tradition he appears intent on maintaining.
The service, followed by lunch and games at Sandringham House. It's expected Charles will spend several days here before heading to Scotland.
But despite the King's plans to spend all of January at his home on the Balmoral estate in Scotland, the King unexpectedly leaves early. And within days, news from the palace, the Princess has been hospitalised.
The London Clinic near Regent's Park, one of the UK's most renowned private hospitals, caring for a very high-profile guest. The Princess of Wales managed to check in without word getting out. A statement from Kensington Palace calls it planned abdominal surgery. The surgery was successful, and it is expected she'll remain in hospital for 10 to 14 days.
It looks like she has had major surgery that she's going to need quite a lot of time to get over. So yes, I think it is a significant procedure that the Princess has had.
The exact nature of the health matter is being kept private.
Kensington Palace announces Kate requires surgery and will remain in recovery for up to 14 days. She is not expected to return to duties until after Easter.
Spotted leaving the London Clinic, Prince William behind the wheel of a black Audi sports car. The heir to the throne leaving via a back entrance after visiting his wife. It's the first time he's been seen publicly since Kensington Palace revealed the Princess of Wales has undergone abdominal surgery. Little is known about the surgery, which has caused shockwaves in the UK, other than it's not cancerous.
Why all the secrecy around Kate?
There is no secrecy around her. They have said what was wrong with her, and they have said how long it's going to take. There is no secrecy around her. Why would she be expected to give any more information? Would you ask your mother or aunt or grandmother or sister to, oh, come on, share it with the neighbours? And I'm afraid that's not how people function. And let's remember, we are dealing with people.
Prince William steps back from his official duties to care for her.
They try and be as hands-on as parents as they can be. They often arrange jobs so that one of them can always be there at bedtime. And I think if Kate's incapacitated, then William needs to be by her side.
Hours later, Buckingham Palace announces that King Charles is to have medical treatment and will be admitted to hospital in a few days' time.
He waited decades. It's a brutal blow for him.
The king loves being king.
What's plan B?
I don't think there's a great deal of long-term planning going on when there's so much what-if going on.
A surprise appearance by the King, England's most famous patient, leaves the London clinic.
The King is discharged from hospital and waves at well-wishers.
I have to say he looked pretty well. He was walking a little bit gingerly, that's maybe to be expected, and he won't be back at work for a while, but he's going back to his London home tonight.
By his side, Queen Camilla, who's visited Charles every day since he checked in for surgery on Friday. The royal family tweeting, "Thank you to those who've sent their good wishes." His Majesty is delighted that his diagnosis is having a positive impact on public health awareness.
It's very significant that the King has chosen to do so in this case. From speaking to a source inside Buckingham Palace, I understand the King was incredibly keen to release that information to encourage other men who may be experiencing the same symptoms as him to go and get checked out.
Kate leaves the clinic on the same day to continue her recovery at home. She is not seen outside.
Well, there was no sign of Princess Kate when she left the London clinic earlier today. Kate spent 13 days here after undergoing abdominal surgery, and Kensington Palace says she is now recovering at home in Windsor, releasing a statement, part of which reads, "The Prince and Princess wish to say a huge thank you to the entire team at the London clinic, especially the dedicated nursing staff, for the care they have provided." The exact details of Kate's condition haven't been made public, although the palace has ruled out cancer.
Why wouldn't the Princess of Wales come out and say, "I'm okay," so we see her?
I think Kate probably would have done that. But remember, one of the big things that Princess Diana hated about being in the royal family, I think Harry too, is the fact that you're not a free agent. You can't move, you can't scratch your ear or brush your teeth unless this vast machine that runs the royal family gives you the okay. She's probably been advised, look, don't say anything because it will just lead to more speculation. Again, the palace probably getting that wrong, because not saying leads to more speculation. Telling us stops it.
Then, the shock announcement. Buckingham Palace reveals the King has a form of cancer, but not prostate cancer, and has started treatment as an outpatient.
It's wonderful to see you looking so well.
Yeah, it's all done by mirrors.
Well, we're all behind you. The country is behind you.
He's keeping his humour, and that makes me feel optimistic. This is a man that, no matter what he's done it to the nth degree. So the fight for his diagnosis, I feel like he'll be attacking it with as much zeal as everything else.
Prince Harry arrives in the UK to visit his father, the King, before leaving the following day.
The Duke of Sussex flew back to California just 24 hours after landing in London, where he saw his father for half an hour and stayed the night at a hotel.
We love family, just not our own. We love public service, but please pay for it. Anybody who's duped by them really deserves an idiot's crown.
I think that the King is tired. He's gone back to Sandringham to rest and recuperate. We expect him back to London weekly to have these appointments. Whether Harry and him can even sort of repair their relationship. He didn't see Prince William. That speaks volumes.
There is no meeting with William, who is now pushed front and centre of the family with the cancer news.
I've been assured that already succession planning is taking place. The future is very uncertain, and some people are assuming the worst, and that, William may actually come to the throne far quicker than anyone had imagined.
So at the moment you've got Prince William trying to care for his father who has cancer, but then also being trained to take the throne.
I think you can see in recent film and pictures of of William. You can see the stress because, first, your father may be gravely ill or become gravely ill, may even die. But then you've got, yikes, I'm going to be king. What does that involve? So, you know, he's going to have to get up to speed in the next few years.
February 27th, William pulls out at the last minute of a memorial service for the late King Constantine of Greece, his godfather, due to a personal matter. Speculation here in the UK is in overdrive as to what caused such a last-minute withdrawal by Prince William.
It must have still been a really big deal for William to pull out of this event today. I'm told that's just a personal matter, whether one of the kids is ill, whether he had some other business to attend to, we don't know.
Usually with these things, it's much better to be open about it, because if you don't say what's going on, you just invite people to speculate. It's a natural human instinct. We can't help doing it.
Where is Kate Middleton? Where are you, Kate? Some people think she's dead.
There is still no sign of the Princess of Wales, last seen before her surgery in mid-January.
She's one of the most famous and photographed women in the world, but hasn't been seen in months. This, the first picture of the Princess of Wales in public since December, wearing sunglasses in the passenger seat of an Audi, being driven by her mother, Carol Middleton.
She looked really healthy. I think that, you know, it's a welcome sort of relief from the rumour mill that's been existing on social media.
The palace had made clear she wouldn't return to public duties until after Easter, yet rumours and online conspiracies about her welfare have been constant.
William, how's Catherine?
It forced the palace to make a further statement confirming Kate is doing well. With a few weeks left of scheduled recovery, this sighting can put some of the speculation to rest.
I mean, I suspect it's complications caused by hysterectomy or a benign growth, but, you know, you don't take that much time off if you're not very ill.
Well, the palace says we'll see Kate back soon. Can we believe that?
It's probably linked to the fact that she's basically said, I'm exhausted. You've seen how thin she is. She's so thin. You know, it's not good.
She's a very popular key royal, though. She leaves quite the hole in the royal family when she's not seen by the public.
She certainly does, but then that's what happens when you're the star of a show.
The smile of a proud mum, surrounded by her children. At first glance, a classic family photograph, shared on the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram account to mark Mother's Day in the UK. It's the first official image of Kate since her abdominal surgery.
This is absolutely brilliant to see Kate looking so well and fit and healthy. And of course, we haven't seen her for quite a while.
It was the photo that was meant to stop speculation about the Princess of Wales, but instead, it fueled it.
Firstly, the public pointed out the princess doesn't appear to be wearing her wedding rings.
Then, the world's biggest picture agencies issued a kill notice to clients. Associated Press saying the image had to be taken down, as it appears the source has manipulated it. The source was Kensington Palace.
If an agency figures out that an image has been doctored or moved or altered, they will tell everyone not to run it. Around Charlotte's left arm, it disappears and then reappears here. If we go over to Louis, the giveaway is the pattern in his jumper. It's all straight vertical lines, single, and then there's a double vertical line on that sleeve. Kate's arm around Louis, the hand is very, very blurred, the fingers, which makes me feel like there's been manipulation there.
Has the world gone mad, or have the royals stuffed this up?
Idiotic. Because if you can't offer up a proper photo, a real photo, authenticity is all in this day and age, then you've made one of the biggest errors. You've actually fed the conspiracy theory monsters. You've given the fuel to drive this super tanker across your reputation.
As the conspiracy rumours reach a crescendo online...
She's gone. No one knows where she is.
We need to hear and see her in a live video.
Just to let us know that she's okay.
Disaster.
But there's a lot to unpack there. Conspiracy theories, well, they just keep on coming for the royal family.
This just seems like an extended episode of The Crown.
It's been absolutely unprecedented. I've never known a time like it in all my years of covering the royals.
Kate publicly takes the blame for editing the photograph and issues a personal apology for the confusion after multiple news agencies withdraw the image. Pressure is now mounting on Kensington Palace to release the Mother's Day image. This Photoshop scandal is shaping as the biggest public relations disaster for the royal family in years. What was supposed to be a good news story is now a royal mess.
It's sort of spiralled out of control, and it's all their own doing. I think Kensington Palace's communications team have a lot to answer for. Why weren't they having more eyes on this picture?
I've been commenting on PR failures, particularly with the royals, for many years. I've never quite experienced such a feeding frenzy on this crazy set of events. It's just been a catalogue of errors, and it shows a royal household that frankly has not really coped with the social media age.
If the royal family thought the media storm was over, a video of Kate smiling alongside William during a visit to a farm shop in Windsor.
The royals have body doubles.
But how do you know this?
I read it.
Causes a furor online.
The Princess of Wales, like any other citizen, has an absolute right to privacy, and I think that certainly we've seen the mainstream media absolutely respect that. It's social media which has exploded into this realm of conspiracy theory, which has unfortunately spilled over to US chat shows, pontificating about the reasons why she was in hospital.
At this point, it may be nice for her to at least poke her head out of a window or something in the flesh, because obviously this has just gone way too far.
If she really did have that abdominal surgery, why is she carrying that big heavy bag?
The killer is we're in a media age driven by the unregulated internet, where it then becomes freewheeling. What next? How ill? What's wrong? When is she going back? Everybody wants the next stage of the story.
It is also revealed that an investigation has been launched at the London clinic over claims staff tried to access Kate's private medical records. Well, these are major developments in this royal privacy breach here at the London clinic, with news now at least 3 staff members from the clinic are under investigation for allegedly trying to access the Princess of Wales medical record.
Major security breach is hugely damaging for the hospital. This has been absolutely outrageous. I think that at the very base, a lot of people have forgotten that there is a woman at the centre of this who has had a very serious operation, who has appealed for privacy.
Then, this.
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family.
After several weeks of brutal speculation, Princess Kate announces in a video that she is undergoing chemotherapy after tests following surgery found cancer had been present.
My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. It has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them, and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort.
I don't think anybody was expecting a cancer diagnosis from the Princess of Wales, let alone a personal video message to the nation. That's an incredibly rare thing for a member of the royal family to do.
It's just sad. You know, it's always sad for anybody to have that diagnosis. She's a mum, she's got kids and a husband, and at the end of the day, she's a human being.
She certainly deserves her privacy, especially with small children.
It's amazing that she's done it, isn't it? It's amazing, because most women today would say, no, this is private, why should I?
The Prince and Princess of Wales have headed off to their Norfolk holiday home with their children for the Easter break. It was gifted to them by the Queen after they got married. It's a very private place and somewhere where the Walesers can spend some quality family time together.
The King sharing he remained in the closest contact with his beloved daughter-in-law, and that he was so proud of Catherine for her courage in speaking as she did. Kate's brother sharing a photo from their childhood, and the message, "We have climbed many mountains together. As a family, we will climb this one with you too." From Harry and Meghan, wishes of health and healing for Kate and the family, and the hope of privacy and peace. That appeal to the public echoed by world leaders. She has been subjected to intense scrutiny and has been unfairly treated. When it comes to matters of health, like everyone else, she must be afforded the privacy to focus on her treatment. Anthony Albanese sending support and strength in this difficult time. And from the White House.
Our thoughts are with the Duchess of Cambridge and her family.
Countless messages of support posted on social media, including one from an unlikely source. This from prolific anti-monarchy group Republic, wishing Kate a speedy recovery.
At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
And now left, only 4 senior working royals: Queen Camilla, Princess Anne, Prince Edward, and his wife Sophie. Prince Harry has been based in the US since 2020, and Prince Andrew stepping back in 2019 because of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, wearing high-vis, unloading crates of food and riding shotgun in a delivery van.
Great, good to go.
It's back to work for Prince William, the future king visiting a food distribution charity, cracking jokes.
What I love is we're getting people who are, who need basics, they're getting them pro-quality, pro-social.
And lending a hand in the kitchen.
Okay. No pressure, no pressure. It's all right. I love it.
The big burden falls on William as heir to the throne. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you see this sort of extended family. You think, well, there's plenty of people there to help out. Now it's looking rather leaner, but that's the way it is.
Suddenly, the king's vision for a pared-back monarchy seems an increasingly fragile one.
I've been saying for 25 years that the king was absolutely wrong and that a slimmed-down monarchy would be an absolute disaster. And I think that they are at a crossroads and it's crunch time. And they need to get their act together and they need to rectify the error of having slimmed down too much.
But signs are there now that despite recent challenges, it is almost business as usual. For Trooping of the Colour, one of the biggest events in the royal calendar, thousands waited hoping to see Princess Kate make her first public appearance.
And in the second carriage there, the wonderful and welcome sight of Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales.
Smiles all round with her children, George, Charlotte and Louis, inside the glass coach. A chance for Kate to be seen by the thousands who lined the Mall.
We worry about her.
She's been going through a rough patch, but hopefully she'll be able to figure that out and we'll see how she goes, eh?
All eyes, of course, will be on her. The Princess of Wales knows that there is an awful lot of expectation of when she will be back to duties, and I think that choosing this moment, such as the King's birthday, is right.
The skies soon cleared, and the sun shone on the stars of the show. A father-in-law and daughter-in-law, side by side, sharing a private joke, after sharing with the world their public battles with cancer. Kate's re-emergence after months out of view.
Enjoying boogieing along to that?
Louis getting into the swing. This day is the biggest annual event for the royals, capped off with a crowd-pleasing display by the Air Force.
Days later, the king opens Parliament, showing every sign he too has no plans to slow down, despite his diagnosis.
That the blessing of Almighty God may rest upon your counsels.
At one of the most British events of the year, Princess Kate makes a second public appearance for the gentlemen's singles final at Wimbledon.
Please welcome onto centre court Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales.
To a thunderous ovation.
Kate has clawed it all back because, people love her. And they were worried about her. It was not everything that was said about her was unkind. People were genuinely concerned, where is she? And I think that now there's a huge groundswell of sympathy for her, even bigger than there was before. And she nailed it.
Now well past the halfway mark of 2024.
Is this filming?
Hello. The royals showing every sign that the show must go on.
Despite all that's gone before, I enter this new phase of recovery with a renewed sense of hope and appreciation of life.
And this year will be no different.
Of simply loving and being loved.
The video ending with a message of hope to others fighting cancer.
To all those who are continuing their own cancer journey, I remain with you, side by side, hand in hand. Out of darkness can come light. So let that light shine bright.
This is an institution that has survived for 1,000 years. It's a roller coaster, but it goes on.